Hello students, so this is lecture number 6 of work, energy and power. So today we are going to discuss about power, what is power, what are the units of power, and then we'll practice few questions based on this topic, right? It's a very easy topic. Power is rate of work done, right? Work done, but in what amount of time the work is done, that is known as rate of work done, right? That is also actually important. And if you have been given some work, if two students are given the same homework, if one student takes 1 day and another takes 1 hour, so that makes the difference. Same amount of work was allotted to both the students, right? But one could complete it within an hour and another took 1 day. So rate is definitely important, right? Rate of doing work or work done by time taken, that is known as power, right? So power is defined as rate of doing work, right? We have average power, we have instantaneous power. So power is work done by time taken or delta W by delta T. This will give you, this is average power. Average power means power between two interval of time, right? See, as work is scalar, time is scalar, so of course power is also a scalar quantity. Now how to remove instantaneous power? So instantaneous power is defined as dW by dt, right? We can solve this further. D by dt of what is work done? Force into displacement. Instantaneous power means power at a particular instant of time, and average power means power between two interval of time, as we have removed average velocity and instantaneous velocity, right? Okay, if force is constant, can be taken outside. dr by dt. What is dr by dt? Velocity. dr by dt is velocity, rate of change in position. So finally, average power, instantaneous power is dot product of F and V. Clear? So instantaneous power is F dot V. Average power is W by T, delta W by delta T. So this we can further write it as FV cos theta. Where theta will be the angle between F and V. Clear? Okay. See, I will take one, I will not say example, but I will take one situation. Like suppose a particle of mass m, is performing uniform circular motion. Non-uniform, let us take the case of non-uniform circular motion, right? We will discuss about non-uniform circular motion. Okay, so you must be knowing that in non-uniform circular motion, it will have two accelerations. One will be tangential and another will be radial or centripetal. If centripetal acceleration is along this direction, so centripetal force will be also in the same direction. Tangential force will be in this direction. Fine. So, and the velocity of the particle at this instant will be tangential. Right? So you can see from this example that work done by centripetal or power produced by centripetal force, instantaneous power produced by centripetal force will be 0, because centripetal force is in this direction. Velocity is in this direction. So the angle between centripetal force and velocity is 90. So dot product will be 0. That means no power is generated by centripetal force, but of course it will have power because of this tangential force, because tangential force and velocity both are in same direction. So power equals to, this is tangential power, this is centripetal power. So centripetal power will be 0. Tangential power is tangential force into velocity, both are in same direction, Ft V cos 0. So see, this makes a difference. Clear? So what we had discussed in this case, we had discussed that when any object is performing circular motion, non-uniform circular motion, it will have two types of acceleration, one along the radial and one along the tangential. So the tangential power generated will be 0, instantaneous tangential power, because dot product will be 0. Centripetal force is in this direction, velocity is in this direction, so the angle between them is 90. But the tangential force and velocity both are in same direction, so the angle between them will be 0. So tangential power will be generated. Clear? Okay, now let us discuss different units of power. Power is work by time. Okay, so unit of work done is joule, unit of time is second, so we can write as unit of power is joule per second. You can say it as watt, joule per second, or watt, named after a scientist. You can have megawatt, you can have kilowatt. These are all the bigger units of power. Okay, there is one more unit, British unit, which is known as horsepower, HP. 1 horsepower is 746 watt. Clear? Right? So power is of course a scalar quantity. Average power is delta W by delta T or W by T, and instantaneous power is F dot V, that is dot product of F into V. Clear? We have also discussed the different units of power. Okay, fine. So now in the next video we'll solve the questions based on the concept of power.